Hello, everyone. There was a woman who lived in a house. Every night before she went to bed, she would shut the door of her closet tightly. But every morning when she woke up, the door would be open and all her clothes would be neatly folded. It happened again and again. No matter how many times she shut the door, it never stayed closed for 2 days. She thought maybe the hinges were loose, or there was a draft that was opening the door, but she couldn't figure out why the door wouldn't stay closed. So finally, she decided to nail the door shut. But even after she nailed the door shut, the next morning, she found the door open again. One night she had enough. She wanted to find out what was happening, so she decided to hide in her closet with her phone to capture whatever was happening. The closet was pitch black, so she turned on her phone's flashlight and hid behind her clothes. A few minutes passed, and she heard footsteps coming towards her closet. Then she saw the door slowly start to open. Her hands were shaking as she captured the video. Who was it? Whoever it was, they didn't seem to notice that the closet was ajar. They walked in and started looking through the clothes. The woman in the closet held her breath and continued filming. She didn't know what was going on, but she knew she didn't want to be found. As the person rummaged through the closet, the woman moved around to try and find the best hiding spot. But then she saw something that made her stop. The person pulled out a dress from the hanger, and it was her dress. The person was wearing her clothes. The woman in the closet screamed, and the person in the clothes jumped, dropping the dress on the floor. The closet door swung open, and the woman came out, blinking in the light. She looked at the dress on the floor and then back at the closet. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. Was this real or was she dreaming? But then she saw the video on her phone and she knew it was real. She was watching herself walk into the closet, open it and smile. But that wasn't possible. If she had done that, then why did she have no memory of it? As she watched the video again and again, she noticed something strange. In each video, she seemed to be wearing the same dress, the one she had worn the day before. And in each video, she had walked into the closet at the same time, 1:27 a.m. But why? Why was she doing this? The woman couldn't understand. She didn't remember anything about any of this. It was like a part of her life that had been erased. She looked at the closet, wondering if it was somehow connected to her dreams. Maybe she had a secret that she didn't know about. But what could it be? The woman was determined to find out. She would go to sleep early that night and wait for her dreams to take her to the closet. She wanted to see what was behind that door. That night, she dreamed she was walking through her house. Suddenly, she felt a strong urge to go into her closet. She walked in and saw a door in the back. She had never seen this door before. She opened it, and it led to a long hallway. At the end of the hallway was a light. She walked towards it, and as she got closer, she could hear a voice. It was her voice. She stopped, for a moment trying to listen to what she was saying. She was talking about a secret, something she had to keep hidden. But the secret was supposed to be safe. How could anyone find out? Then she saw a figure standing in front of the light. It was her. But not her. She looked different, older. She turned around and looked at the woman standing in the doorway. She smiled and said, "You found it." She stepped forward and whispered in her ear, "You always knew, didn't you?" And then she disappeared. The woman woke up in her bed with a start. She looked around her room. Everything seemed different. She got out of bed and walked to her closet. She opened the door and saw the same dress hanging in the same place. She reached out and touched it. Suddenly, she remembered everything. She remembered who she was, why she was doing what she was doing. She had multiple personalities. She had forgotten about it. She had blocked it out. But now she remembered. She was no longer afraid. She was free.